Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. We're making one video which is very easy. We're making Philly cheese steak egg rolls. That's easy, right? No biggie on that one. So let's caramelize our onions. That's what I want at this time. So we're gonna put, there's a teaspoon of butter. Say it was butter. Butter is good. So show you how I cut my onions. I cut them like this. So the reason why is the way I put them in the egg roll. They're like, I don't have a problem with them. So we're gonna start doing that because I want these to be tender, translucent. And of course I have my beautiful egg rolls. And I'm going to open these. I need to start putting in another one so I can start heating up my oil, because the oil has to get warm. It's popping good. Let's get our onions in there. Let's go, baby. Do your thing. And we're going to get our oil on this section right here. Philly cheesesteak is very easy. I got the steak. I bought steak and I had it, you know, them break it down for me, so it's like thin. So I halfway cooked this because I want to cook it fully now with the onion. Get my scissors. Let's open this up. This one, get out of my way. Let's put this here. Okay, I have that one open. We're just going to do a couple because I have my daughter coming this way. So she's going to help me cook today. I want to make sure this is tender. Then I'm going to put some salt, because the salt takes out the sweetness out of it, and that's what I am doing. I'm trying to get this sweet out of this onion. So. Not a lot because my steak has some salt. I did the pizza rolls and that was fantastic. The kids love that. So I'll show you that one. So now I'm doing the Philly cheesesteak. So I'm not using American cheese. I'm going to use mild cheddar with it. I've done this before, so it's like, okay, you know what? I did the chuletas. So now let me do egg roll. Let me do some of it in different forms, different shapes, and you could do this with chicken. You could do this with pork, of course. Like beef, I'm going to do it now. If you only like the vegetables, and then you could do it only with vegetables. That's up to you. Listen, there's no limit for what you can do when it comes to cooking. I love cooking. It's just, if you love cooking, then this is what you do. Cook. Cook for the grandkids, for the kids. You know, it keeps me going. It keeps me together. You know, how other people do different things and to keep them together and keep them going. Mine's just cooking. I forget about everything around me, and it's just, I enjoy cooking for some apparent reason. I have some chicken pasteles in there, which I gotta bring that recipe up of pasteles. But my daughter's coming, so I decided that I was gonna make some pasteles for her. Chicken. She likes that. Her husband doesn't like pasteles, for what she told me. He doesn't like it very much. But all the kids and all my family eat pasteles like crazy. So I bought myself a little gadget to do the pasteles. Marvelous, fantastic. So you see they're getting translucent. They're getting, because I want just a little bit of crunch in it. So just 1 minute more. This is how I like. See how beautiful that color is? See how nice? I love it. I love that color. That makes me happy when I can see the colors like that. So now let's turn on, because that has to be turned. So I'm going to put low heat. And then cold water. I need some cold water, definitely. Because, yeah, I need the cold water to wrap the wrappers up. Okay, this is done. Transfer the other pan. Pour the onions in here. Yes. For people that like meat like crazy. I have my stepson that's coming over. And he said, Mom, I'll try it. Of course. He's a meat and potato man. He loves his meat. My son is the same way. My son, my biological son, loves meat. I'll tell you, he loves meat, that boy. So, and let me tell you, and to shred it like this is not expensive. That usually like probably like $2 to shred your meat. You know? So get the cut that you want of a steak, and then take it to the butcher in the back, and he'll shred it for you for like $2 extra. They'll look at you like, why do you want it so shredded? Because you can do so many things with it when it's shredded. And you know not to overcook your steak. So here's our steak. I have to break because I don't want those big chunks. This one, to get rid of the blood out of it. And just want it to be tender. And just a little bit of soy sauce in it. Just a little to give it a little kick in it. See, look nice. My salt is always on point, so that's why I don't have to taste it. Because I used to, like I said, I used to eat meat before. And just don't do it now. It's not good for me at all. It's bad for my health. But I don't mind because I'm vegetarian. I'm very happy vegetarian. Not vegan because I like honey. I like to eat eggs. And I eat cheese. It's just the meat that I do not consume. But I'm going to make some my own little fried chicken, and I'm going to show you how to do I do my cold cuts. It's like I've done all these YouTube's videos and I have not done it, but I'm about to do it. Okay, so this steak is good because I'm not going to overcook the steak. Steak is good. This is right here. I have 3.5 pounds of it. close to 4. But you see how tender this looks. It's amazing. Now I gotta get it out of here. So if I keep it in that pan, it's gonna continue to cook. And we're trying to avoid that. Okay. Here it goes. And you saw, right? Salt. Because I earlier put some pepper into it. A little bit of soy sauce, some onions. And that's it. This is it. This is how this is supposed to look like. So let me show you. See? That's how it's supposed to look like. So right now, we're going to do our egg rolls. Let me set this camera because I'm always got a problem setting the camera up. Listen, I'm not like my son that he's an expert doing this. I'm just new into into the field. But this is what I like, and I found that this is what I love doing. So we have our steak, water, and let me transfer this here. Put you up. Okay, let's just shut the other one off. But you guys need to see how I do it. So, you know what? I think I'm going to prefer for you guys to see how I prepare it first. And then you guys, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I want you guys to see how I do it. Knife over here, scissors there. So, okay. Here comes our wrappers. So we take one of these. I don't know if you guys can see me, because I want you guys to like really see what I'm doing, because that's the point, for you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, so we have a fork. So we're gonna take my cheese that I put it in the freezer, so it'd be more, I could just put it quickly because that meat is hot. So we want enough cheese. Let me get this out. I'm telling you, a small kitchen is terrible. I don't have space to do anything in this kitchen. Like, really. So, okay, so I have here the wrapper. So, I'm going to put it evenly because I'm doing a double wrapper. I mean, you could do a single if you want, but I like to do double. So, I'm going to put 3 to 4 pieces. I'm going to put some steak with, yeah. There you go. I'm going to put more cheese on it, because it's supposed to be a Philly cheesesteak. So, and my daughter tastes it, and my son is coming. They're like, okay, Mom. Okay. So make sure you wet your finger and put it all around the corners. Or wet it completely good. And just make sure it's in the center. We'll push everything in here. Then we'll meet with this one. Then we'll meet with the other end of the other one. And then we're just going to roll. Okay? We're going to roll. Make sure everything is wet. We're going to roll. And this is your egg roll. So, we try to put all the corners in as much as we can. Okay, so this is your egg roll. Isn't that nice? Get another place so we can start putting those there. Yeah, so these are your egg rolls. These are how they look. So we're gonna have another one. My I'm gonna make a couple of them because the kids are not gonna be here like in another 4 or 5 hours, but I want you guys see it. So that way, you know what I'm talking about. So, 2-3 pieces of cheese, cheddar, because when it fries, you want that cheesy thing, and you want the steak, and you want your onions. Okay, so some onions in there, and then you want to put some more cheese. See, got it. Now we're gonna wet our edges. I'm cooking today because I have not been feeling good since last Sunday. I've been really not. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do a video. I am happy when I do a video. So we roll. We bring up our pumps. We bring up this one, and then we start rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling until it's rolled. And then whatever edges is out, we make sure we fix it. Whatever edge is open, we fix it. This actually though works very nicely. So you see how beautiful they are? They're like really, really cute, really nice. So once the water is put there, it seals, completely seals. Nothing is getting in through that at all. So if I do a single, I have to be more careful with a single. But I'm going to do a single so you guys can see how a single looks. When you get them at the Chinese store, they're double. They're rolled up double. They're not. Their wrappers are thicker, not as thin as this one is. Okay, so make sure we wet all the edges. Make sure that all the edges are wet and all the sides are wet. We're going to push it to the corner. We're going to lift, and then we're going to roll. Then we're going to lift this corner up. We're going to lift this corner up, and then we're going to start rolling. We're going to start rolling, 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 rolling until we get it all. So when we do one layer, look at this one and look at this one. The risk of this one popping is a lot, but this one not. So I just wanted to show you the difference. Spring rolls will look like this, thin. But this is why I'm doing doubles, because I don't like it breaking. My daughter's going to be here like in 20 minutes. So by the time she comes, she's going to see that she's like, Mom! So the rest I'm going to show her how to do it. So we're going to put in cheese again. Like 2 or 3 pieces. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. You just cut them like this. Okay, so when you cut them like this, you just put 2 or 3 pieces in the bottom first. And then put, when you got the steak on it, and then put some of the steak on it, and then put 2 or 3 on top. The purpose of me doing it bottom and top is that when they take a bite on it, they could taste the cheese and the steak, and everything is just mixed in. That's what I want them to taste, you know? So here it goes. Let's push this to the edge. Listen, I like cooking. And let me not forget, let me say hi to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate every one of you guys. Always leave me comments. Like, what do you want me to do next? What is your suggestions? I mean, if you think that this is difficult, you know, I'll like try to get a better way how you guys can do it even easier. But you see, this is how simple and easy these looks. Like, amazing. These are nice. So I'm gonna do these 4 right now, and these I'm gonna put away because when my daughter comes, I could teach her how to do it, and she could just do it for her husband because I'm pretty sure he does love Philly cheesesteak. So okay, so we have that. Let's clean this up. This is where I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff. Let me put this back in the freezer because I like to keep my cheese frozen. Just for now. Okay, let's get this on the roll. Listen, I don't like to see messes. That's my killer number 1 thing. Okay, so let's get this oil frying. It has to be like 350 degrees. And yes, guys, don't do what I do because you see me there. I'm like always trying to see the heat, and I always do that. I learned that from my mom. Like, okay, it's ready, and the next thing you know, everything was just popping up. As I was like 9 years old, and my mom sent me with my grandmother in Puerto Rico for like 4 or 5 months. And because I saw my mom always, like, my mother, you know, she graduated from the bakery, and she just loved to do cakes and breads and stuff. So I learned how to do pastelillos with her, meat pockets, that's what they're called, and donuts. And me being a nosy little thing, because we were taught very young to cook, and I was always interested. So my grandmother was doing something, I don't know, I guess she didn't want to cook that day. So me and my Uncle Jose, we decided that we're going to go do some donuts. 9 years old. And I'm like, okay, I was trying to memorize everything that my mom did. Put the yeast, the salt, the water, the egg, the milk. And I was trying to like do her, like my mom does. Because she made the sugar donuts. So I was doing it, and my grandma had this huge pot. So at that time, my grandmother had lard. Please, does anybody know how bad does lard burns? Listen, people, it is terrible. And this thing was completely like, oh, by the time I was doing everything to finish, you know, I'm so used to my mom that my mom would just put it there and that's it. No, because I was scared. I decided that I was going to get in a little bench, climb over, and then just drop the, whatever it was there. That grease was so hot that when it dropped, it came back at me and then burned my face. Literally burned my face. So my grandmother had to rush me to the hospital, and my aunt was in the clinic with me, and they didn't want to tell my mom. And my mom says, definitely she's going to be a cook one day. Listen, I cook for my family, my children, and when I feel upset, when I'm pissed off at the world, I cook. I cook. I like to mess with ingredients, with herbs, spices. I love doing all that stuff. That I had to learn how to be vegetarian and how to put veggies together and components together. Shit, you have no idea. Okay, so at this point, I'm feeling it hot. But I think I'm going to give like another minute. So let me throw this one now. You're the smallest one. Let's see how. No. There you go. Okay, so that's going. That's the single layer. Okay, it's working fine for me. Let's put this one there. Remember, the more you put in there, the more the temperature drops. But because I have 4, I'm going to drop all 4 of them in here and get them all 4 out. Because I want you guys to see. And then we're going to put them here to drain them. Let's just leave them there. You see, this one, the single, is just floating, and the other ones are like down there. This is just crazy. I want you guys to see this. This is the single one. You see it, and it's floating because it's not as heavy as the other ones. It's just turning. Because I want it to cook. So I'm going to hold it there for just a second. Oh, well, it's still turning. So the other ones are in the bottom. When when this wrap is already cooked, they're going to start floating, all of them. Okay, so the one thick came up. They're looking pretty, so we're taking them out. Because remember, we're only cooking the shells. Yes. Tongue. It's beautiful. Now, let me get my knife. And where is she? Okay, so let me put this camera back because I know you guys saw me taking that out. That is hot. It is mad hot. So I'm gonna put the egg rolls there. And I know this is hot, but we gotta do it, right? All right. Guys, take a look. Take a look at that. This is how this looks. My daughter's gonna eat this. It's moist, cheesy. You hear that? Crunchy? Like amazing. I'm gonna make vegetarian egg rolls as well because a lot of people like vegetarian. And it does not have to be completely, you know, cabbage. We're gonna do different egg rolls with different things inside. You're going to love it. I mean, but this is for meat lovers, actually. And this is Philly cheesesteak. You know, it's just with the steak and the onion and the cheese. What else can you want? So, from my house to yours, I really hope you guys do enjoy. I mean, look, you please enjoy this, guys. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I can't eat it, you know, me, but there's a reason why. But anyway, please do enjoy. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you like it, please ring that bell so every time I make a new video, you'll be the first one to have it. So, please enjoy.